My beloved child, I was there in that quiet moment, the one you never told anyone about. Yes, that exact moment when everything inside you seemed to break, yet not a soul around you noticed. Whether it happened in your car with the windows up and the music off, or late at night, sitting at the edge of your bed, staring at nothing but feeling everything, or perhaps in a room full of people, where loneliness still managed to wrap around you like a fog. You didn't need to say a word. I heard the silent scream buried in your chest. I saw the weariness in your eyes. You were at your limit. Life had drained more from you than you felt you had left to give. Each day felt like a slow unraveling, a fading of who you once were. You began to wonder, why haven't things changed? Why do my prayers feel like echoes? Why does the light inside me feel so distant now? And then deeper doubts crept in. Am I being punished? Have I been forgotten? Has God stopped seeing me? But let me assure you, I never stopped watching over you. You have no idea how closely I've stayed beside you during the storm. You think I only saw the mistakes, but I saw the courage. I saw the fight. Every time you chose to keep going instead of giving up, I was there. Every time you smiled for others while your heart broke quietly, I noticed. When you whispered tired prayers or opened your Bible with a numb heart, I called that worship. You didn't have to be loud to be heard by me. You didn't need to be perfect to be loved by me. Even in your darkest moment, when you thought of letting go, I moved closer. I didn't wait for you to be spiritual enough or put together. I came when you were unraveling because that's what love does. I am not far off. I am near. I am the God who walks into the broken spaces, who meets you in the ache that has no words. My nearness isn't for the triumphant. It's for the desperate, the grieving, the exhausted. And you, my child, have never been more surrounded by my presence than in the very moment you believed you were alone. I held your racing thoughts. I stood between you and the lies that tried to bury you. I wept with you. I protected your name in unseen places. And every time something pulled you back from the edge, that was me. The text message that came right when you needed it. The person who checked in unexpectedly. The moment of calm in your anxiety. The accident that didn't happen. Those weren't coincidences. They were my whispers. I see you. I'm here. You didn't need correction. You needed comfort. And so I gave you myself. Even if you couldn't feel me, I was there. I've never left. I never will. When others walked away, I stayed. When the fire grew hotter, I stepped into the flames beside you. When you were ready to give up, I gripped your soul tighter. I know what you've carried. I've seen the betrayals that still echo, the invisible wounds that words can't explain, the tears cried in silence, the effort to stay strong for everyone else while breaking inside. You've questioned your worth, your purpose, even your right to exist, but you're still here, breathing, reading this. That is a miracle. You can't see how far you've come because the fog still lingers. But from where I stand, every step forward has been an act of faith. Every tear has watered your healing. Every breath you've taken in pain has been a silent prayer that reached heaven. And here's what I want you to know now. You're not falling apart. You're being remade. This isn't a burial, it's a birth. This ache, this pressure, it's shaping something beautiful. You thought it was over, but I'm writing a new beginning. You thought you lost everything, but I'm showing you what can never be taken. And though you came close to giving up, you didn't. That matters. That speaks volumes in the spiritual realm. Even the tiniest seed of faith, buried under rubble, still has power. That's why I came closer. Not because you earned it, but because you are mine. I don't love your performance. I love your heart. So breathe. Let go of the pieces you're trying to hold together. What feels like breaking is actually clearing space for something greater. Don't run from this moment. I am in it. Don't fear the silence. I speak in it. Don't let go now. The next chapter is closer than you realize. And yes, I hear the questions deep in your heart. If God is near, why does it still hurt? If He cares, why do I feel so alone in this fight? I do care, and I need you to feel that truth, not just in your head, but in the marrow of your soul. My care has never depended on your emotions. My love doesn't shift when your faith does. Your pain doesn't repel me. It draws me in. You've been surviving and I honor that. But I didn't design you to live in survival mode forever. I want to lead you into healing, into life again. But to do that, you need to stop pretending. Stop numbing. Stop isolating. I already understand everything you're too afraid to say. I'm not like those who walked away. I don't lose patience. I don't give up. My voice is gentle, my hands are steady, and my love isn't fragile. It will not break under your questions. It will hold you through them. Right now, I am inviting you to bring me what you've been hiding. Not perfect prayers, not polished faith, just your heart as it is. You're not just emotionally tired. You're spiritually weary. This isn't only a difficult time, it's a spiritual battle. That's why it's been so hard to explain. You're not just tired in body, you're tired in soul. But I'm here for all of it, and I'm not leaving. Let me in again, into the silence, into the mess, into the pain. Even a whisper, "God, I need you," is enough. I can meet you there. When you open your heart even just slightly, I flood in with peace, with mercy, with the kind of love that rebuilds what life has broken. Keep your heart open, don't hide anymore, because everything changes when you let me truly see you again. My beloved child, I see the weight you're carrying, the hidden heaviness that you've tried to disguise with strength. But I want to speak clearly to you. Those voices that tell you you're merely surviving, that nothing will change, that you're failing, they are not mine. They come from the one who thrives on your discouragement, the enemy who lurks in the shadows, whispering lies into your quietest moments. He doesn't fear your past. He trembles at your future. He's not concerned with your failures. He's terrified of your healing. That's why his strategy is not always loud attacks, but silent erosion. He wears you down with exhaustion, isolation, and that insidious inner voice that says, "You'll never break free." But I've spoken something far more powerful over your life. You are more than a conqueror, not because of your own might, but because of my strength alive within you. When you feel weakest, that's when my power shines the brightest. This isn't just comfort, it's divine truth. A truth strong enough to break spiritual chains and change the very atmosphere around you. Yes, there's a war being waged for your soul, but I fight for you. I don't barge in uninvited. I knock, I call, and I wait with grace. When you whisper even the faintest yes, I draw near. Your weariness isn't proof I've left you. It's a signal you've been running on empty, trying to live disconnected from your source. You're trying to win battles with empty hands, to pour love from a depleted heart. That's not what I designed you for. You were made to live in overflow, not barely getting by. You were never asked to prove your value. I already gave it to you. You were chosen long before you had anything to offer. I'm not distant in your desert. I'm leading you through it. Even now, even when it doesn't feel like progress, you are moving forward. You are still being held. But it's time to stop agreeing with the lies. I never called you a failure. I never said you were too broken. I never turned my back on you. My word tells the opposite. I leave the 99 to rescue the one. I heal the brokenhearted. I bring beauty from ashes. I restore what the locusts devoured, and none of those promises come with exceptions. They are for you right now. So why has it felt impossible to hold on to that truth? Because the battlefield is internal. Your thoughts, your emotions, your spirit. The enemy sows doubt and confusion there. But I've given you weapons that transcend this world. My name, my truth, and my spirit. And you don't need to be perfect to wield them. Just willing to remember who you are. You are not your past. You are not your pain. You are not even who you were yesterday. You are mine. I am not ashamed of you. I am your refuge. I want to lift the weight you've been carrying alone. Let me breathe clarity into your heart. Because when you recognize where the real battle lies, you'll stop wasting energy trying to fight battles I've already won for you. Rest, my child, is not weakness. It is holy resistance. When you choose rest, you proclaim, "I trust God to carry what I cannot." That's the moment things begin to shift. Peace may not always come with instant solutions, but it comes when you finally surrender the striving. You've been through a long night of unanswered prayers and deafening silence. But silence doesn't mean I'm gone. Delay doesn't mean I've denied you. Behind the curtain of what looked like stillness, I've been preparing, aligning, protecting, shaping a plan that will not just return what was lost, but multiply what you dared to hope for. You've asked for signs, small reminders that I still see you. Look again, look. They've been there, in the kind words of a stranger, in strength you didn't know you had, in the scripture that found you, in the calm that met you in chaos. These are not coincidences. They're whispers of my presence. But I'm doing more than reminding. I'm restoring. I'm reviving dreams you thought had died. I'm waking you up to new strength, not from rest alone, but from my spirit alive in you. Soon joy will catch you off guard. Laughter will return without force. Peace will settle in you, unexplainable yet unshakable. I'm giving clarity where confusion has lived. You won't have to guess anymore. I will confirm my word again and again so that you move forward with peace, not panic. I'm healing, not just your body, but your memories. I'm reshaping your identity with truth, not trauma. You'll remember who you are, who I created you to be before the pain ever touched your life. I'm your provider. You will not live in lack, not of resources, not of hope, not of vision. I will release exactly what you need, exactly when you need it. No striving, no proving, just trusting and receiving. I'm also your protector. You don't even know how many storms I've stood between you and harm, and I still do. Angels are surrounding you. My spirit is with you right now. You have never walked alone. And one more promise, one I want you to carry deep within. I will use every ounce of your pain. Not one tear will be wasted. Your scars will speak life. Your healing will bring healing to others. What once broke you will become your testimony. This season is not your ending. It is the soil where new beginnings are taking root. Stay present, pay attention, watch for the small confirmations. Don't chase thunder when I'm speaking through whispers. You're not missing the signs. They are already unfolding. Now it's your turn. Don't just hear the promise, live like it's already true. Faith isn't performance, it's a quiet, daily choosing. In a loud world obsessed with achievement, I'm calling you to a new rhythm, one rooted in rest, in surrender, in sacred connection. Start your day with, God, I invite you into this moment. Let that simple sentence open the door to peace. Let your day be shaped not by pressure, but by presence. In traffic, in silence, in tension, I'm there. You don't need a pulpit to meet me. You need a pause. Let your peace be your message. Let your kindness be your resistance. Let your hope be your quiet revolution. Stay rooted in me. My word isn't outdated, it's your anchor. Turn to it not out of obligation, but out of hunger. Let me transform, not just inform your life. Faith looks like praying even when it still hurts, giving even when it costs, forgiving even when it's hard, speaking life even when you feel dry. These aren't religious acts. They are rebellion against the fear that has tried to rule you. And with every step of trust, you are stepping into the life I always meant for you. Every time you choose worship over worry, you're not just surviving, you're growing stronger in your spirit. These moments are more than reactions. They are spiritual shifts. When you stop in the middle of your chaos to acknowledge that I am with you, you're opening a doorway for heaven to move in your everyday world. In your relationships, faith doesn't always look loud. Sometimes it looks like slowing down, really listening, seeking my heart before speaking, loving the unlovable, not by ignoring truth, but by carrying it with mercy. This is how the world will see me, through you. Not because you have it all together, but because you're surrendered. Not because you know every answer, but because you walk closely with the one who is the answer. At work, your faith is seen in the way you live when no one's looking, integrity in the hidden things, choosing honesty when lies would be easier, giving your best even when no one claps. I see it. I see all of it. You're not just working for people, you're partnering with me. And in my kingdom, nothing done in love is ever wasted. I multiply what looks small and bring eternal purpose out of it. And in the silent spaces where no one else sees you cry, where you lay bare your regrets and wrestle with shame. That's where I want to meet you most. Not to condemn, but to restore. That space is sacred to me. I'm not waiting for your perfection, I'm waiting for your invitation. Let me into the locked places. Let me challenge the lies that have tried to define you. Let me rewrite your past with my truth and plant your feet on fresh ground. That's not just faith, that's freedom. And it's the life I've always desired for you. Don't stress about having it all figured out. Just begin again, with one small step toward me. Let me into the ordinary, not just the Sunday mornings. Talk to me about your decisions, not just your desires. Invite me into the inner room of your heart. And over time, you'll find yourself living from a place not driven by fear, pressure, or performance, but from a deep-rooted trust in me. You don't need to become someone else to walk by faith. I'm not asking for a show, I'm asking for honesty. I want the real you, the tired, confused, quietly hoping version. Because even your shaky, uncertain faith moves mountains in the unseen realm. And I honor that, not just with answers, but with my presence. And my presence transforms everything. Pause, breathe, hear this. You are not what your pain tried to make you. Your identity was never meant to be shaped by disappointment, trauma, or failure. The enemy didn't just target your life, he targeted your identity. He whispered lies into your weakest moments. You're too broken. You'll never be enough. You're falling behind. And you believed them because you were exhausted. But today I'm calling you out of that false identity. Before the world labeled you, I called you mine. Before you were wounded, I saw you with joy. Before you made a single mistake, I chose you, and I haven't changed my mind. You are still my beloved, still seen, still carried. You don't have to chase love or fake strength to be secure. I am your refuge, your resting place, and I want to restore the part of you that you've tried to hide. You were not created to disappear. You were born to shine. There's something within you no one else carries. It's not ego, it's divine design. I place seeds in you, compassion, insight, creativity, resilience. They've been lying dormant, but they're rising again. You felt invisible, forgotten, but I've never left your side. You're not late. You're not lost. You're exactly where I can shape you best. I'm bringing back the boldness or fear tried to steal, the gentleness you buried, the courage that pain tried to crush. Stop measuring your life against someone else's highlight reel. Their timeline is not your blueprint. You are on a path of purpose, crafted by my hands. And every setback was a setup for deeper growth. You've matured in silence, learned wisdom through delays, built endurance when no one was watching. And now I'm inviting you back, out of hiding, out of shame, into my arms. You don't need to clean yourself up first. Just come. I'm not after a polished version of you. I want your true heart, the one that has questions but still hopes, the one that kept going. You're here reading this, and that alone tells me you haven't given up. I honor that. I'm proud of you. Not just the future you, not just the healed you. I'm proud of the present you, the one still standing in the struggle. You don't have to earn my love. It's already yours. And it's that love, not pressure, not striving, that will heal and revive you. My love removes shame. My love revives color in a gray world. My love makes dead things live again. Let my love settle into the places you've tried to fix alone. Let it awaken the truth about who you are. You're not too broken. You're not too much. You're not too far. You are loved. You are chosen. You are mine. And your spirit is awakening. Come now. Not out of guilt, but out of longing. Let me guide you back into rhythm, not performance, but presence. You were made to walk with me. That's where peace lives. That's where strength returns. Find a quiet space. I'm not far. I'm already near. But silence is where you'll feel me again. Step away from the noise. Turn down the distractions. Come talk to me. Not with perfect prayers, just with your honest heart. Say what's heavy, confess what you've avoided, tell me the truth. I already know it, but healing begins when you speak it. And if you don't know what to say, begin with this. God, I'm weary. I've wandered, I've doubted, but I want to come back. I don't want distance anymore. I want you. Even if I don't know how to fix this, I know you can. So here I am, open, needing you, trusting you. Lead me, hold me, restore me. That kind of prayer reaches my heart, not because it's perfect, but because it's real. Real talk builds real relationship. Speak to me like that, daily, not as a chore, but as your lifeline. Open my word, not as duty, but as nourishment. Your soul is starving for my voice, not noise. Start with the Psalms. Let David's raw honesty mirror your own. Or read the Gospels and see how I moved in love, how I saw the forgotten, how I healed the hurting. I will meet you in those pages. Act on what you hear, not to earn my favor, but to align your heart. Forgive the one you've held in your mind, not for them, but for you. Speak life again, over yourself, your future, your family. Declare truth, not fear. Say, I am loved. I am being restored. My future is full of hope. Walk humbly. You don't need to prove you've grown. Just walk closely. Respond to my nudges. When I prompt you to give, trust me to provide. When I ask you to rest, let go of control. Small obediences open big doors. You're not waiting on a miracle. I'm waiting on your surrender. As your heart aligns, my peace will guide you. Not pressure, not striving, but peace. Finally, surround yourself with voices that stir you toward me. Choose wisely who gets access to your heart. If you've isolated, it's time to reconnect. I will send the right people, ones who speak life and point you back to me. My beloved, listen closely. This is just for you. I'm not holding your past against you. I'm not pointing fingers at the pain, the failures, or the missteps. Instead, I'm reaching into your future, clearing the path, fighting for the beautiful story that is still being written. You were never designed to walk this road by yourself. There are prayers that must be spoken over you, words that will unlock parts of you that have long been asleep. Some people are carrying those words, divine appointments I've prepared for your healing, and one day you will carry those same words for someone else. But first, let me fill you. Come, let me teach you again. Not a life of fear, but a life of faith. Not a religion to perform, but a relationship to live. I'm inviting you back, not to rules or routines, but to real life with me. Return to the stillness. Open my word. Speak with honesty. Obey even the gentle whispers. And watch as I begin to flood your days with purpose, direction, and peace that no storm can shake. Now listen deeper than before, not with your ears alone, but with your spirit. Because this message isn't generic. It's personal. It's for you, not the future, polished version you dream of becoming, but the you of today. Weary, hopeful, questioning, still holding on despite everything. I have seen your secret battles. I've caught the tears you never let fall. I heard the prayers too heavy for words. And now, hear this. Your season is shifting. The waiting season, the loop of longing, the endless wondering, it's breaking. You haven't been stuck. I've been establishing deep roots in your soul, and now the fruit is beginning to show. What seemed closed is being opened. What looked dead is coming back to life. You don't need to strive for this breakthrough. It's not your performance that unlocks it, it's my power. Clarity is on its way. You will hear me again, clearly, without confusion. The fog is lifting, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Like sunrise after a long night, my presence is about to invade your life in a tangible, unforgettable way. Not just a passing high, but a new rhythm. A rhythm of peace, of confidence, of quiet strength. You will feel it soon. Something has shifted. You won't have to ask if it's real. It will be deep and undeniable. You'll know it was me. I'm shifting relationships. I'm removing the voices that wounded, the patterns that kept you stuck. And I'm sending new people. Those who see you, truly see you. People who speak life and walk in step with my spirit. Some losses hurt, I know, but don't call it rejection. Call it mercy. I'm making room for what is sacred. No more shrinking. No more dimming your light to be accepted. You'll be celebrated, not for perfection, but for truth. You're entering a time of divine appointments, opportunities only I could orchestrate. I'm moving in your finances too. I see the deadlines. I know the anxiety that whispers, not enough. But I am not just your savior. I am your provider. Provision is coming. It might not look like you imagine, but it will carry my fingerprint. Doors will open, debts will be canceled, ideas will awaken, and you'll find yourself saying, only God could have done this. Generosity will flow from you, not from pressure, but from overflow, because you will know, I am your source. And now dare to believe again. Joy is coming back, not fleeting happiness, but deep, abiding joy. Joy that lives in quiet moments. Joy that's not tied to outcomes, but to me. Your real smile will return. Laughter won't be forced, it will rise naturally and others will notice. They'll say, you're different, and they'll be right. My presence will rest on you like a soft, unseen light. Panic will give way to peace. Stress will bow to the calm I place inside you. You won't respond the same way because you won't be the same. I'm not only changing your circumstances, I'm transforming you. Your voice will carry weight. Your prayers will have impact. Your presence will offer comfort, not because you try, but because I'll be alive in you. I'm also breathing new life into buried dreams. You will write, you will speak, you will create. Not for praise, but for purpose. Because I put something inside you the world needs. Don't fear the size of the calling. I'm not asking you to build it alone. I'll do it through you. Yes, you've waited. You've wept. You've wondered if my promise still stands. Let me be clear. It does. I haven't changed my mind. What I've spoken over your life is still alive. And now it begins. Step forward, even with trembling hands. I will meet you there. I will steady your feet. This moment is yours, not because the world says so, but because I've declared it. The shift is here. The doors are opening. The way is being made. Walk forward, beloved. Your time has come. I've been waiting for this moment, the one where you don't just hear me, but feel me. I know your heart has longed for more than understanding. You wanted encounter, not more teaching, but transformation. That's what I'm offering now. Let go of expectations. Don't try to recreate someone else's experience. Let me meet you in the way your soul needs most. I'm already here. My spirit is entering the deepest parts of you, the memories, the questions, the hurts. I'm not afraid of your mess. I'm not surprised by your wounds. I came to heal them. Something is already shifting. A warmth in your spirit, a sacred stillness. That's me. You're not imagining it. You're not alone. I'm surrounding you, wrapping you in my peace, touching the part of your heart that's been numb. You learned to survive by shutting down. I understand, but now I want to bring you back to life. You don't need to hold back here. I am your safe place. Let the tears fall if they must. I catch everyone. And with each tear, I'm softening the guarded places. I know how loud your thoughts have been, how fear tries to disguise itself as logic. But I am not the author of fear. I am the giver of peace. And right now, I am rewiring your mind, breaking anxiety's grip, quieting the lies. My voice is different. It brings rest. It brings truth. It brings healing. Hear me now. You are safe. You are seen. You are mine. That weight on your chest, it's lifting. That's not emotion. It's me healing your body. I care about all of you, mind, body, and spirit. You've poured yourself out. Now I am pouring into you, living water for every dry place, oil of joy for every cracked space. I'm not fixing you, I'm filling you. And filled people live differently. They walk in peace. They love with freedom. They know they're no longer empty. Feel it. Your spirit is rising. The heaviness is lifting. This is what you were made for. Not information about me, but union with me. This isn't the end. This is a new beginning. And when doubt returns, and it will, come back. Not to a memory, but to me. This relationship isn't a fleeting encounter. It's forever. I will always bring you back to this peace, this love, this truth. What just happened inside you is eternal. A seed has been planted, and it will grow. It will bear fruit. It will overflow into every part of your life. So go now, with confidence. You've been with me, and nothing will ever be the same. Yes, I heard you. I truly did. I felt the shift in your spirit, the crack in your walls that allowed me in. You opened your heart in a way you hadn't for a long time, and I met you there. Not with judgment, but with compassion. I drew near not because you were perfect, but because you were willing. I spoke truth where lies had once lived. I shattered the weight of your heaviness with the stillness of my peace. I wrapped your future in my hands and sealed it with purpose. This moment wasn't just a passing feeling. It was holy. It wasn't just a flicker of emotion. It was a sacred deposit, a divine beginning, the start of something new, something that will unfold slowly, beautifully as you keep walking with me. I don't come into your life just to stir your emotions. I come to transform, to build, to complete what I begin. And what I've started in you in this very moment, I will bring to completion, one step at a time. There will be days when your thoughts try to drag you backward into the same cycles of doubt and fear. There will be moments when your circumstances seem louder than my voice, and fear, it will try to convince you that nothing really changed, but you won't go back, because something eternal has been planted inside you, too deep to be uprooted. You're not who you were, not anymore. Something has shifted. There's a fresh anointing on your life now, a weight of glory that rests on you, a deeper awareness of my presence. You'll feel it in the way you think, the way you speak, the way you respond to things that once drained you. What once occupied your heart will lose its grip. What once distracted you will begin to fade. I am aligning you with your next season. People who no longer fit this new rhythm will begin to fade with grace, and those who carry my spirit will find their way to you. You'll know what doors to walk through, not just by what looks appealing, but by the peace that covers them. You'll walk differently now, not in pride, but in quiet confidence, because you've had a real encounter with me. And no one walks away from me unchanged. Now I invite you to respond, not just with emotion, but with decision. Choose me again, fully. Say yes to intimacy, not just inspiration. Say yes to letting go of the burdens you were never meant to carry. Say yes to waking up and choosing peace over pressure. Say yes to forgiveness, even when it's hard. Say yes to hope, to starting over, to daring to dream again. Say yes to freedom, to joy, to your true identity in me. Say yes to belonging, completely, fully, unapologetically. This is your time. This is your moment. Not when everything feels stable, not when your life is in perfect order. Right now, because I am doing something new, and it's already beginning. Can you feel it? The atmosphere shifting, the old breaking off, the dry ground starting to stir with life? I'm not asking for your perfection. I'm drawn to your surrender. And it's from that surrendered place that heaven begins to move. Miracles are set into motion. Chains begin to fall. From this sacred space, your voice will carry authority. Not because you know everything, but because you've encountered me. And your encounter wasn't meant to stay hidden. What I've poured into you is meant to overflow. There are people waiting, longing for the very breakthrough you just received. Someone is crying out in the same darkness I just delivered you from. I will use you to reach them, not because you've arrived, but because you're available. So go, tell your story, share what's been done in you, love fearlessly, give grace freely, offer mercy without hesitation. Let your life shine with the evidence of my presence, and stay close to me. Don't drift, don't get distracted. Stay rooted in me, because I'm not finished with you. In fact, we've only just begun. Every step forward, I'll be beside you. Every breath, I'll be within you. Every day, I'll walk with you, hand in hand, heart to heart. Amen. If this word touched your heart, let it be known. Write "I receive it" in the comments. Share it with someone who needs hope. You never know whose life might be changed through your obedience. And if you're ready to continue this journey, subscribe. There's so much more I want to say to you. This is only the beginning.